In the past, like, we were just like learning how to record, and I feel like we never lost that. Like, going back into this, I feel like we're still moving forward in that. Like, it's feeling more alive and visceral, and that feels good. Like, the expression of playing the instrument feels really good.
Lyrically, as most Thrice things are, there's a kind of a certain seriousness to it, and I think, coming out of 2015 was just a heavy year, so it's kind of dealing with some of the themes that we've seen of just a lot of violence, war, racism, stuff with police. Like, that stuff definitely is, I think, coloring a lot of what's there. There's other songs that are dealing with love, and I think loss combined with that, or fear of loss. Some that's kind of around the idea, just exploring the idea of being present, which seems to be really hard in this day and age, and something that everyone's wrestling with a little bit right now. And musically, it's definitely, a Thrice record.
I think one of the coolest things about what we've done with our band is that it's always been pretty natural. Whatever happens between the four of us when we get together to play, that's just what we do.
There's an element in our band that will always be, it'll sound like us.
I think it needs to go back to the chorus in some sense.
Right.
How does the bridge sound out of the verse?
When we first started talking, and one of the things that I try and find out about the artist is how they think of themselves. And I tried to pin them down. I was like, who would you compare yourselves to? I was trying to pin them down. They're like, oh, we've kind of just done what we wanted. And they have. Their albums have covered a lot of ground. And this hopefully being, embracing that. There's definitely different types of songs on the record. There's a few songs that aren't heavy at all, but it's still, still Thrice.
There's a lot of movement to the chords in the chorus. Like, it's a kind of a big sweeping thing. It's moving the whole time.
There's always going to be some sense of heaviness there. There's going to be a lot of melody. Something I see in the music is there's a certain sense of drama to it. There's always a bit of a weight and a bigness to it, a little bit of a grandeur. I'm really excited about this record. I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just that I haven't made a record in a long time with these guys, but it's really exciting and a lot of fun. So I'm trying to compare to I think Major Minor is hard to compare it to because it was just such a dark, heavy time in the whole band's lives. Just a lot of death and loss, and it's a bit more of a hopeful spot this time around.
I feel like, as far as an evolution goes, I feel like this is the next step, but I just can't wait for the next step and the next step and the next step, because it's there's always a place to go.